Okay, so remember that they're changing my voice. Now, this video is about Gavan, Maurice Gavan, who was found hanging in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in that area in the woods. And he was from Kansas City. And his ex-girlfriend made a video about it, and she said that that this person must not have killed himself, and so on and so forth. Now, I think that there's several things to note here. One, that to organize in a logical and effective manner means to organize peacefully without riots, when we're talking about what's going on now, at least. Keep it very simple. Two, that the people who run society aren't just white. They're Jewish, they're LGBT, and there's a lot of minorities who are billionaires, a lot of token minorities, what have you. Okay. Three, that the government has technology that can hack your brain and cause you to kill yourself. I think that's what happened with this rapper named Young Noble from the Outlaws, which was Tupac's rap group, right? First it was Thug Life, then it was Outlaws, right? The Outlaw Immortals, what have you. So I think that these things are important here. But what is the most important thing, right? The most important thing is God. And the fact that they have people in every community, every race, accepting homosexuality at record rates, right? The guy's name was Gavin, gay, and Av. There's wordplay there, right? There's a Maurice, right? There's the ice, the more ice, the Rome ice, and there's the gay and Av. And Vine, John Av, Javan. I know a lot of people don't think that you should talk about these things publicly. A lot of people don't want me to tell people who I am. I am Jesus. I've proven that with my Proof from Christ playlist. To make a long story short, my father's from Nigeria, in Africa, in West Africa, from the Igbo tribe. Kuro Obi in Japanese and Chinese means black belt, right? Obi means King Heart Hut Essence Center Temple Core in Igbo. Okay, and Obi means belt in Chinese and Japanese in the martial arts systems. And the word Obi is the word Igbo spelled backwards. And Igbo sometimes is spelled with a G, where the G is silent and has all kinds of occult implications. The G is the earth deity. You know, it's silent in the presence of God. God is greater than the earth. There's a lot of connections there. Now, also the word martial arts, or the phrase martial arts, is a play on words for marital star. You see how the white man with his eugenics and with his controlling breeding and slavery, what have you, put an emphasis on that. Now, keep in mind that I think it's rather unfortunate that people get killed, but we die anyway. What's far more important than that is the purpose of life, is doing what is universally morally precise. Martial is marital scramble, and I Christ in the bridegroom, the bridge room. And the reason why people don't discuss that publicly is because they're occultists or they don't know. And even if you don't believe that wordplay, ask yourself, who is closer to God than a monotheistic martial artist? Who's the top martial artist? And I have a top martial arts challenge that proves this. Inspiring shows commitment to wise action, prioritization, the highest cause, mind, body, soul, spirit, wisdom, righteousness, insight, sense, what have you. The people who hung these people, or made the system that caused them to hang themselves in some cases perhaps, the people who hacked these people's brains, the people who are covering this up, what have you, no matter how you slice it, there's a cover up here, I'll tell you that for sure. The people who did these things, they don't want you to look at things in terms of the gay agenda, in terms of social clubs, in terms of reality. Morality is a play on words for more reality. They want you to ignore these things. So, when you ignore who I am, and you play into their hand, and you go into your compartments, and you use your occult spirits, be it voodoo, New Age, and these churches, which are all Luciferians, all of them, mosques and synagogues, Luciferian, okay, what happens is you are doing the devil's work for them. It's like with the gangs, right? The Bloods and the Crips and the other gangs in Chicago and the Hispanic gangs, they turn them against each other. And as time goes on, people are less and less righteous because it's part of a eugenic process, a social engineering process, a process of social Darwinism that gets people to kill good people while killing bad people. Most people are bad, so bad people do die all the time. They kill each other. But there's also an emphasis on good people who quite often would avoid being killed, at least in a senseless way. They die for a good reason. That's why in Isaiah 57 it says the righteous are taken away to be spared from evil. But those people are the offspring of a sorceress, right? Those who do the occult arts, those who use psychology and erotic desire instead of love and romantic love and so on and so forth, that they're brought more and more to the earth. Like the dirt, it's mixed with excrement, right? They're clinging to the earth like a sissy, right? The reason why the earth is described as a female and the God is described as a male. Because if you're really a righteous man on the highest level of nature, right, it is masculine. And it is virtuous, right? God is righteous. God is a male idea. God is righteous, all good, all knowing, all powerful. Psalm 50, Psalm 9, a God of justice. See my Proof I'm Christ playlist. Also today there was the ceasefire with Hamas and Israel. Something I've been calling for a long time. Let that be another example. Why didn't they just cease fire the whole time? Why did it take them so long? My timing is a martial art principle. Your governments don't have it. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what to do and what not to do. They don't know when to do it. Who, what, when, where, how, why. They fail in every way. Very disappointing, but very predictable nonetheless. So let's talk about what's happening to the souls of those who cheat me out of my right to lead, with an emphasis on those who are the most ambitious of them. Isaiah 30, verses 29 through end. Write that down. Isaiah 30, verses 29 through end. And you will sing as on the night you celebrate a holy festival. Your hearts will rejoice as when people playing pipes go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the rock of Israel. Let's go back a verse here, so you understand what's going on here. Let's go back a few lines here. See, the name of the Lord comes from afar, with burning anger and dense clouds of smoke. His lips are full of wrath, and his tongue is a consuming fire. His breath is like a rushing torrent. Rising up to the neck, he shakes the nations in the sea of destruction. He places in the jaws of the peoples a bit that leads them astray. Don't be led astray. Alpha stray. Then you will sing as on the night you celebrate a holy festival. Your hearts will rejoice as when people playing pipes go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the rock of Israel. The Lord will cause people to hear his majestic voice, and will make them see his arm coming down with raging anger and consuming fire, with cloud burst, thunderstorm, and hail. The voice of the Lord will shatter Assyria with his rod. He will strike them down. Every stroke the Lord lays on them with his punishing club will be to the music of timbrels and harps, as he fights them in battle with the blows of his arm. Topheth, play on words for top heat, has been long prepared, has been made ready for the king. Its fire pit has been made deep and wide with an abundance of fire and wood. The breath of the Lord, like a stream of burning sulfur, sets it ablaze. In Latin, spiritus means breath. You see in Isaiah 34, just a mere 4 chapters away, it says that the burning sulfur, right, it connects it to chaos and desolation. Burning sulfur. Their souls burning. They're in a state of chaos and desolation as they're rebelling against God. And it causes them to do things like slaughter the people in Gaza. Like hand Jews over on October 7th to massacre them. These global conspirators. It causes them to harm people in a way that is unjust and unfair. And as I am here, God's son, and I'm seeing these things, and I'm very concerned with justice on the highest level in the most refined way that only God is capable of. And I'm God's right hand, coming down to earth, who has gone up to heaven and come back down. Proverbs 30, verse 4, which connects to Isaiah 30. Absolutely. Cloud burst, coming back on the cloud, the martial arts strike from God, right to their souls. Why did they kill Gavan? To insult God first and foremost. Why did they kill Trey Reed? To insult God first and foremost. So cloud burst, thunderstorm and hail, striking their soul. And they might change the sound of my voice to make it sound corny, but know that I'm right. Know that I'm telling the truth. The smart thing to do is to join with me and to make it clear what is absolutely right. We can also secure sound economic plans to bring in social justice. No gimmicks, no politicking, no ulterior motives, no occult motives, just the truth. Lots of people suffer, not just those people that were hung. You know, when they suffered and died. Lots of people are dying every day. But more so than that, the souls of the wicked are cooked more and more every day. As it says in Exodus 15:3, the Lord is a warrior. The people who are doing this, they're betas. They're weird occultists. They're rich, spoiled people. They're not warriors. They are way outclassed. They are way out of their league. Always know that God is a God of justice, and it's not wise to be evil. I urge the governing class to stop immediately and to pass all the sound plans that I have proposed in the past in order to bring food and shelter to people. They would still be rich if they did so. And I myself have no plan of ever being rich. I'm concerned with justice, and with living a humble life, and getting everything that's owed to me by the government, but spending my money in a way that's just. I'm not some spoiled rich person that hoards wealth in a system that is clearly unjust. How can you say that you worked hard for your money when the system is clearly corrupt, it's evil, it's sadistic, it's unjust, there's all kinds of unprocessed rape kits, there's children being molested and trafficked? Your healthcare system is ridiculous. There's so many problems. And these issues go far beyond politics. These issues rot people's souls when they're not addressed. So what I say to the governing class is stop your evil immediately. How could you not know that I'm serious? How could you not know that God is serious? Scramble to do what is right to the best of your ability. You must know that that's what God commands. You must know that. The golden rule and the greatest commandment make it clear. It is not smart to mock God. No matter what you're going through, no matter how much your life is miserable, stop giving in to the inclination to mock God. Do what is right. Do it as soon as possible.